Hey everybody, happy afternoon. It is, I believe, Thursday, and I think it's the first day of spring, right? Yep. Actually, all of a sudden it got a little cloudy out here, so I'm just sitting outside on the deck again. Um, Hopefully it won't rain on me here, so we'll see how long I can sit out here. But we're here for our daily dose of having conversations of support. How is everybody doing today? What are you doing? Hopefully you're at home. My husband did go to the grocery store a little bit ago to restock on a few things that we needed, and he said things were still kind of pretty empty on the shelves. So lots of canned goods are gone, no meats, only a little bit of bread and water. They did have eggs, not much produce, he said. So, just remember, we're still struggling to restock the grocery stores and everything. He said it was still kind of busy out there, lots of traffic, and no TP still. So hopefully we won't need to restock ours for a while yet. So today's topic of our conversation of support is creativity. And I found a little quote that says, "Creativity is the way I share my soul with the world," by Brene Brown. So how are you sharing your creativity? What are you doing? Do you have kids at home? Are you working? How old are your kids? Are they the younger kids? Are they adults, grown up? How are you being creative with entertaining yourself by staying in the house all these days? Because I don't even know how many days I've been in the house now. They're all kind of blurring together. So the other thing that I was joking about is, I saw another a mom that I follow called One Funny Mother, Dina Blizzard. She's you've got to follow her if you haven't already, but she is hilarious. But she had posted today talking about what was she thinking when she did her shopping, her survival shopping. So what did you guys buy at the grocery store that you thought sounded like a good idea when you did it, and then by the time you got home you're like, and several days into this confinement, that why did you think it made sense? Does it make sense anymore? So here I'm going to flip my camera around and just show you what I bought at the Walmart last week before everything started. Let me see if I can do this, because I brought it out here with me. Okay, so I sat them on the table here. Look, I bought those bulk bags of cereal, the Walmart brand of like Frosted Mini Wheats and Frosted Flakes. So that's what I bought. So I'm just sitting out here. You can see my pretty flowers out there. That's the first day of spring, and I've got my iced coffee and my bottled water there. So I'm ready. Hopefully it's not going to rain on me. We'll flip it back around. So I never buy cereal that big, but for some reason that sounded like a great idea to me. I've already actually eaten most of the bag of the Sugar Smacks cereal. So, and I do have milk. So I have a gallon of milk that I need to use by the end of next week. Before it technically goes bad, I guess. So, guess what I'll be eating? So, lots of cereal here, but hubby was able to get some stuff for us to have here too. So, how are you being creative? Suzanne, if you're still on, my hubby, I posted pictures yesterday, but he was being our crafter. He took a shadow box and he had some items that are from the band that you love, Rush, and he made a shadow box out of it. He got pieces of the wood flooring from, and I cannot think of the name right now. You would probably know it, Suzanne. It was a house used as like a recording for lots of artists, and Rush did a lot of their work there or whatever. So, but it had gotten neglected and beat up, and so they salvaged some of the pieces of the flooring. So he bought some of this flooring and online, and he decided to create a shadow box. So men can be a little crafty if they would like. It's not just us kids or just us moms, doing those kind of activities. So if you want to see that picture, go on my personal page and look down to see for the shadow box that he did. So, hey Anne, how are you? And Amy and Scott, thanks for joining in today. So I mentioned earlier that hubby went to the grocery store today. We also had the FedEx guy stop by because my son, AJ, is a very good online shopper, and so you guys, he ordered, do you remember the big old computer monitors, the big fat ones that, had to sit like 10 inches from the wall because they were just so wide? My son, yes, my 24-year-old son, ordered himself an old original computer monitor like that because he's setting up an old computer system. And then he bought a special kind of wood card table, shape size table, to make it as his desk and everything. So the poor FedEx guy had to drop off 2 big boxes to our front deck here this morning. So I know what they are going to be doing. I'm going to make husband put that stuff together because I can't lift that box, So, hey, Miss Valerie, how are you doing? How are you guys being creative with work? Are you still cleaning all the toys and everything at your daycare? So another quote that I found, and this one's from Arthur Ashe. It says, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. So I thought that was great for all of us stuck inside right now, trying to figure out what kind of supplies do we have at home. I said, Valerie, I bet you got a ton of, or at least in my old preschool we did, a ton of the paper towel rolls and toilet paper rolls. What kind of crafts can you make at home? Do we all have that? If we're all going through all that toilet paper we bought, we should be able to make lots of crafts that involve the toilet paper rolls, right? Maybe make some Easter characters or whatever. Dr. Seuss has a quote that I really like that says, think left and think right, and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. So basically, alphabetized. Yes, you should have enough to do with the whole alphabet, right? If you bought the big bulk pack, right? I still can't do toilet paper math. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. So, but anyway, we just need to encourage each other to occupy ourselves. If you like to craft or whatever, go around your house and see what projects you've got left over. If I was at our other house, I could dig out the cross-stitch stuff that I started before I had any of my kids, which would have been 28 years ago, and I never finished the little baby quilt before any of my kids were born. So maybe I should motivate myself at some point to try and get it done in case we ever end up with grandkids, which at this rate is not going to happen anytime soon, which is fine. I don't mind, another thought is that creative activity is a type of learning process where the teacher and the pupil are located in the same individual. So you can teach yourself, you can be the teacher to yourself, you can be your student, So all of us moms who are trying to embrace the new teaching format of homeschooling, if you're haven't been doing it or whatever, it's going to take a little bit, but sometimes we just have to push forward and do it, right? So, did anybody else buy anything that was weird at the grocery store that you thought was going to be a great staple to have in your house? I showed a picture earlier. I'll flip it around again. So, hey Julie, hey Kirsten. I'm entertaining myself outside. I haven't left the house for a while. Have everything to make homemade greeting cards and making fall door wreath. Oh, there you go. Those are good ideas, Anne. I do have old greeting cards too that I think I have here. I don't know if I have enough stuff to make a wreath though. Um, I need to motivate myself to do some decluttering, I guess, So um, that's what I should try and motivate. But as you can see, I'm not really motivated right now. So I am going to try and motivate myself to read my books that I have on my list that I want to get done. I'm going to make husband and son do the computer thing. I'll post a picture later when he puts it all together, and you can see this old computer thingy that he's done. Hey Carmen, how are ya? Thanks for tuning in from New York. I am on the Eastern Shore in Maryland, and at our second home. Our first home is in a different county in Maryland, but we are here at this one, isolated with just me, my husband, and our son. And my son has muscular dystrophy, so we are being pretty diligent about making sure things are sanitized, clean, and all that good stuff. Although I have an ornery son, he's like, just bring it on. Just, he wants to defy the odds anyway. So he's Mr. Pessimistic, but we will survive it one day at a time. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show y'all what I did. I bought these huge big bags of cereal. Guess I'll be eating that when the world ends, So, but I'm just sitting out here on my deck, and the boys are inside. Let me see if I can flip the camera around again. There we go. So, birds talking to me again. It got a little cloudy. I can kind of see the sun up there, but it's a little cloudy right now. It got a little chillier, but not bad. Enough to come outside so I can chat with you all for a little bit. So what else are you planning? How else are you planning to be creative? Use your time. You can. If you need time to just rest. Take advantage of having a slower paced schedule right now. No meetings, no activities, all of that good stuff. Let's look at the bright side of this. Sometimes we've gotten ourselves so busy that we forget to take time to just be with the family and all of that. Now, I know there's a lot of anxiety and fear out there, and a lot of people are starting to lose their jobs or worry about money and everything, but we need to fight that fear, and we need to just give it to God and trust and have faith that all will be well. And you've been washing clothes. Oh, you know what? That reminds me, Carmen. I do have some laundry in the washer that I do need to move to the dryer when I'm done. So thank you for that reminder. Hey, Danielle, how are you? We're just, chatting here about how to be creative. And I know you're a homeschool mom from the get-go. So, and your kids are on the younger side, so maybe you can share some tips on what kind of arts and crafts stuff that you're doing at home. What kind of stuff did you have in your own supplies at home without having to go out to get anything that you're using? I said my husband, Jim, actually made his own craft project yesterday. He made a shadow box with some Rush memorabilia that he had, and now it's hanging in our hallway. So, we're just talking about being creative with the stuff that we have at home and taking advantage of being at home and not having to run all over the place. Let me know if what you want to talk about tomorrow. Do you want to talk about fear and anxiety and stress again? I don't want to keep doing that all the time, because then I feel like that makes us a little more stressed if we talk about it. But let me know what you want to chat about. This is I've been going live now every day for, I want to say this might be day 32. I'm not sure now. So technically over a month, right? To have our conversations of support. Hey, Mr. Terry. I am in bed now. There you go. Bed is always a great place to be too. I like spending the evenings in the bedroom watching the Hallmark Channel. So, hey, Pat. Yes, I'm looking forward to the Hallmark Channel's Christmas movie marathon starting tomorrow night through the weekend. You all know where I will be and what I will be doing, so I will be watching that. Did anybody see the articles that are out there that some people are putting their Christmas lights out back on their outside houses, the outside lights, to just kind of brighten up the feeling, when we go out, because things are so quiet right now. So, what did I buy to be creative? Jigsaw puzzles, and how I despise them. Got to keep the wife happy. Yes, I know. I'm very proud of you, Mr. Terry, for doing the jigsaw puzzles. I think I have one or two here at the beach house. We have a lot of board games here, but nobody ever wants to play them. And I have 500 million DVDs that we could be watching. And are we watching them? No. We're watching the Food Network or the Discovery Channel or the History Channel. At least that's what the boys like to watch. Me, I have to go hide in my room and watch the Hallmark Channel after a while. But yes, so that's a great activity to do, and if it keeps Miss Jackie happy, then you're gonna have to do them, So, what else? Actually, I've been pretty good today, haven't I? I haven't touched my face. I only adjusted my glasses once or twice. I ordered my first pair of glasses online, and they just sent an email last night saying they've been shipped. So hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be able to sport some new glasses. We'll see if anybody notices. What channel? Well, I guess it would depend on what you have for cable, Carmen. Down here on the Eastern Shore, for me, it's channel 51. Back home at my other house, it's channel 45. I don't know in New York what channel it would be for you. So, hey, Mr. Pete and Miss Lynn, how are ya? Just sitting outside. Can you see me, Mr. Pete? I'm on the deck. No, Mr. Pete happens to be my neighbor down here, doing a great job. I'm sure you're entertaining your granddaughters, keeping them busy. What kind of creative arts and crafts are they doing? So we're just talking about being creative today and using the supplies that we have here at the house. Or what kind of items did you buy at the grocery store when you were stocking up that you thought was going to be a creative idea? And tell AJ he needs to be outside and getting some. Well, he won't come out here if I'm doing my live. I can tell you that right now. He avoids me like the plague when he knows I'm doing my my Facebook Live thing here. So he'll come out either after I'm done or if the sun comes out. If the sun's not warm enough out here, he gets cold. So, and you know him, he does not want to wear a coat. So I don't know if he's going to come out tonight or not. But usually he does come out for a little bit, but not while I'm doing this. I don't know. Yeah, in Virginia, I don't know either. Just maybe check your channel listings and see where it says the Hallmark Channel. That will tell you where that'll be on. Or maybe even check online under the Hallmark Channel. Maybe they have a listing of the different area channel numbers and everything like that. So I don't know that. But I always look forward to watching the Hallmark Christmas shows. They're one of my favorites. and I guess everybody else knows that about me, right? so, let me know what you want to talk about tomorrow. Put it down in the comments or send me a message. I have all of these, the quotes that I mentioned earlier on the Conversations of Support page. Feel free to like that page and share it with others. It's a place of encouragement and support for everything, not just this time that we're living in right now. It's support for those who are in recovery from an addiction. It's in support for those dealing with health issues, like anything chronic or whatever. And it does, and for it can be for an adult, for yourself, for a child, but we're here to support and encourage. It's to support our all careers, our law enforcement and EMS, especially during this time, but always. My husband's a retired law enforcement officer, so we will always be supportive of them. This is a place for support in all areas. So, and to help us all work through the tough days that are filled with anxiety and stress and all of that. So, if you're looking for that kind of support, let me know. You look like a teacher. Well, I did run a preschool for a while. Does that count? I wasn't the actual teacher. My parents were both teachers, so maybe that's why I have that look, right? So I always joke that I was not a very successful, rebellious child, since I didn't actually become a teacher myself, but my whole job force has been with running a preschool, working at a college in their test center. I'm a very big PTA advocate, so I do some mentoring there. So it's all school related. So hey Pamela, thanks for jumping on. We're just chatting today about how to be creative with the stuff that we have at home while we're doing our social distancing. And keeping everyone safe, because if you're not familiar with me, and I guess I should have said this at the very beginning, but my name is Laura, and I do these daily conversations of support, and I do have a son that has muscular dystrophy, Duchenne muscular dystrophy to be specific. So we are a higher risk category. We don't want him getting sick. He's 24, and I do myself have kidney disease. So, trying to keep myself healthy as well. So, and yes, working with kids, I do love it. I'm glad I'm not the actual teacher right now, but I always enjoyed seeing the kids. And a lot of the kids that I worked with are now in middle school, high school, and some of them have graduated already. So that makes me feel old, but I did that for almost 20 years. So it was a blessing to me, and I hope I was a blessing to them. So, but I want to come on and support all of us through these times, no matter what it is. So if you are dealing with grief, if you are dealing with having a hard time forgiving somebody, or something like that, let me know what you want to talk about, and we'll make it one of our topics. So feel free to put that in the comments or message me. Follow the page Conversations of Support, and let me know what topics would interest you. So otherwise, I think that might be it for today. I have enjoyed chatting with everybody. I hope everybody is staying at home, is staying safe. Use your creativity. Hey, Anne Marie, I know you are creative with your art and everything. So what have you been doing at home? Are you still having to go to work as well? Hey, Dr. Burchin, Gracie went to work today. I haven't talked to her yet today, but hopefully she's feeling all right. My youngest had all 4 of her wisdom teeth taken out on Tuesday, so this is what, her third day out, I guess. So, but she was doing very well yesterday. Yep, I'm sitting out here, and it's a great thing to do is enjoy the fresh air. Well, I haven't even actually walked around much. Usually, those of you who know me I have a 16-year-old black lab, so we don't walk far. She basically comes out, walks around, sniffs everything in the front yard, does her business, and then goes back in. So I haven't walked around. So you're still working, so well, I hope you can work from home a little bit without having to go into the office. But if you do have to go in the office, I hope it's going well. As a retired person, I'm just hanging here. So this kind of self-imposed social distancing has not been too hard for me, although I need to stop feeling like I'm on blizzard watch and eating all the good snacks. Because otherwise I'm going to end up with this weird stuff that I'm going to have to eat, and then we'll know the world's ending when I get down to the canned goods in the pantry, right? So let me know what you guys want to chat about tomorrow. Oh good, you're all able to work from home. Well, that's good. Sorry, you mean your home work attire? Unofficial jammies or anything like that? That would be me. I'm basically in loungewear, and that's what I'm going to be wearing for a while. So unless I have to be the one to run to the store, I'm going to be uncomfortable. So but yeah, so anyway, I will be back on tomorrow. Do you like this time in the afternoon? It seems to be working well for me. It's when I can escape from the husband and the son so that I can have some quiet time to come out here. If it is raining or whatever, I'll do it from inside by my Christmas tree, because I do have my Christmas tree still up. It's been up for 3 years. Yes, it's artificial, but yes, the lights are on, and I love turning the lights on. Brings me such peace and happiness to do that. I still have my deck here wrapped in red Christmas lights. Actually, I think they were supposed to be purple, but they look more red right now. So I'm going to leave them on, so it brightens up, gives people who are out walking by themselves something to look at. So thank you, Carmen. Thank you for joining me. You're more than welcome to. You can't wait. Yes, I can't complain about retirement. It is nice. I worked in the private church sector, so there's no pension, nothing like that. So I have to rely on hubby's pension to get us through. So, but yeah, so I do enjoy not having to go out to work. But what does you said about lights? I like having Christmas lights up, and I think the article that I saw about Christmas lights, people putting them up, was just to brighten up the neighborhood. If you were out just walking by yourself, it just kind of brings an extra little lights out. Not to, so to speak, to portray Christmas, but more just to brighten up the neighborhood, because I think everybody is just feeling down and out right now, being stuck at home. So it was a way to, if we're stuck at our house, to just kind of brighten it up. So I like Christmas lights, so I have mine on all year, so it doesn't bother me to do it. So but I think they're just saying use your creativity and encourage people to do whatever makes them feel more comfortable and able to get through this uncertain time here. So, yeah, drive by and wave to me, Kirsten. say hi to your mom for me, and be safe and be careful. And as soon as we're able to get together, you know we will. So I will talk to you soon too. So, but anyway, so I think we'll call it a day. Show me your you are. I am in on the eastern shore of Maryland, in Ocean Pines, just outside of Ocean City, Maryland. So here, I'll flip my camera around real quick. I am, let's see if I can walk without making you guys dizzy. I'm in a court. My road ends in a little quiet court, so it's very not very busy with traffic or anything like that, and people do walk around and everything. So there's lots of houses. We're not all right on top of each other. So that's my flower bed there. And then I'm ready for the sunshine. I got my beach chairs ready. I just need some sun so I can get my vitamin D out here. So, and then this will eventually, when summer really hits, I put up, it's actually one of those hammocks, one of those swing hammocks. So I'll put that up, but I don't do that until it's warmer out. So I will... can't wait for that because I'm a warm weather gal, so I like doing that. So anyway, I think we will come back and chat tomorrow. So I'll work on coming up with a topic. Otherwise, continue to have a wonderful day. Smile when you're out. Be nice to the people that you see. And have a conversation of support with somebody today and every day. So until then, thank you all for joining me. If you end up watching this on the replay, let me know where you're watching it from, and check out the page Conversations of Support, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye.